So, hello to everyone that's either on tonight or will be watching this later. So, tonight's equine webinar series will be with Carrie Craig, and she'll be talking about Horse Association for us tonight. I'm sure at the end she will be talking. She will let us know if you guys have any questions later. You guys can either contact me and any questions, and or I can relay those questions on to Carrie and or other members of the Nebraska Paint Horse Association. Other than that, I will hand it off to Carrie.
Well, thanks so much for asking me to give you a little sneak peek at what our club does. I really am looking forward to this opportunity. I am coming to you from Terry and Holly Schultz's beautiful facility called Sand Hills Equine Center in Monroe, Nebraska. They have a beautiful facility out here. I was just going to give you a little sneak peek of the barn during our little interview here, but it's feeding time, and so the natives are kind of restless out there. So we're just going to do it from inside here. But my name is Carrie Rieg, and I'm from originally from Schuyler, Nebraska, and I have shown paint horses since I was a toddler. So my grandparents were Donald and Carolyn Krogan, and they were probably one of the biggest paint horse breeders in Nebraska from the late 70s through the 80s, through the 90s, and the early 2000s. So I have continued to show horses even after they've passed now. I grew up through the lead line division, through the walk trot division, through the youth division, through the amateur division. And then I even had the pleasure of showing with my daughter for a few years. And now I'm showing with my mother. So it's really, it knows no age limit. It's for everyone, really. So I really think of our regional clubs, or what I call our state clubs, the Nebraska Paint Horse Club. Not every state has their own club, but most states do. And some of the larger states even have more than one regional club, depending on the population and the localities. The bigger states will have more clubs. But I really think of us as booster clubs for the American Paint Horse Association. So we try to promote in our little regions and try to bring in more members and stuff like that, and just have an overall pleasant experience for everybody and let everybody know a little bit what we do. So really what the regional clubs do is we offer a camaraderie, we offer competition opportunities, and hospitality and friendship for people who have a common interest. And right now, the interest for this club is the paint horses. If you don't know a lot about paint horses, they're really just quarter horses with white spots. They're more of the stock horse type. And then we do some outcross into the thoroughbred. So we do have some of the hunter divisions too. Really, we offer everything. When I showed everything from halter to hunter to Western pleasure to Western riding, trail, the speed events. And I even tried my hand at working cow horse. But so the paint is really a versatile breed, and they offer just about everything for everyone, I think. I think about the only thing that the paints really don't offer so far is like the mounted shooting. I mean, I don't think we have a specific event for that, but I still see paint horses doing that, but we just don't offer it through the APHA per se. You can belong to a lot of different regional clubs at one time. Just because I live in Nebraska doesn't mean that I can't be a regional member of, say, Kansas's Paint Horse Club or South Dakota or Iowa. You can belong to any club that you want to. So there's always opportunities for that. Here in Nebraska, we have a club. I'm not exactly sure how many members we have, but this year, our president is Holly Schultz. I'm our vice president. Our secretary is Colleen Dubsky. Our treasurer is Lindsay Pinkham Hayden. And then we have some directors, which are Courtney Leshalushi, Jessica Hansen, Deanne Winter, and Julie Cundy. As far as we always have our regional officers here in our state, but then we also have national directors that will represent our state at the national level. So when they have any rule changes or anything like that at the national level, we have what we delegated directors to go and speak on our behalf. So the national directors for Nebraska at this time are John and Anita Hurtner and Colleen Dubsky. So if you have anything that you would like to be brought up to at the state level, any of the people that I mentioned would be happy to help. If you have anything that you'd like to see done nationally, your national directors would be able to help you in that way. Our website is nebraskapainthorseclub.org, or we have a Facebook group that you can go there also. And we would be happy to answer any questions there, or you can look probably any of the members up on Facebook as well. We have a full slate of shows lined up for 2022 already. Our first show will be coming up in March. It's March 19th and 20th. It's at the Lancaster Event Center in Lincoln. Then we have a show April 16th and 17th. We have another show June 4th and 5th. And then we have a show September 2nd through the 4th, or Labor Day weekend. And all of those are all at the Lancaster Event Center also. I think that's all that I have. Do you have any questions?
So Carrie, if someone's just starting out into like maybe wanting to show at a paint show, what are some first steps that they could do?
Well, first off, their horse would have to be registered with the APHA. And right now, the APHA, we have a color requirement. Of course, it has to have so much white, or they have some genetic testing that can be done if your horse doesn't have the required white, but it does have the paint lineage. Then if you DNA it and it has the markers that they're looking for, you can get that registered. But to start out, we have all different levels. So if you didn't grow up through the walk trot or like the lead line, the walk trot division, we do have novice divisions. So those would be kids or amateurs. We have a novice youth and novice amateur that they haven't met certain point requirements. So they're still considered novices. So most people will start there. Some people will have shown at open shows for several years, and then they just want to take the chance and start coming to some breed shows. So we love to see new people do that.
And can they find all the membership information and other things on your guys' website?
Yes, you can find the information on our website, or even our Facebook group has a lot of the information also.
I'm trying to think of other questions that might help our future members or other people that are interested. I was asked, can you write up a class, like writing level? So if you are a novice and they need points in a higher level class, can you write in that? And how does that work?
Okay, so most people will start novice level. Right now, when I was a kid, the novice division wasn't offered. So you just went right from walk trot into youth with other kids that had already been showing. So to kind of, it can be kind of discouraging if you've not shown your entire life. You didn't grow up through the lead line and the walk trot to come and start showing with all these kids that have been riding since they were 4 or 5 years old. So they started the novice division. And you can always show in your division, but you can always show up to the next level. Like, so if you showed at open shows for, a couple of years, you're a darn good rider, but you can come in, you can still show the novice because you don't have the required points that paint says that you can have to point out of novice, but you can still show with all the other youth kids as well. You can always show up.
Okay.
And I guess I forgot to mention that even though paint is a we do have a color requirement for the breed. We do offer what they call a solid paint bred. So even though it may be out of 2 paint parents, it just didn't get the required white. So they call them solid paint bred. And so we do offer a full slate of solid paint bred classes also. And then even at our weekend shows, we still offer like pretty much like just jackpot or open classes. So even if you have an Appaloosa or you have a quarter horse or something like that, you can still come and we still offer classes for those horses also.
I did have one more question, but it just left my brain. No, you're fine. I think those were, oh, do you need to be a member of also like the National Paint Horse Association along with being a member of the club in order to get points and whatnot?
You do have to be a member of the National Club in order to even show at a paint show. When you are a member there of the National Club and then you join, say, the regional clubs or whatever, and you become, say, a Nebraska member, then we offer awards usually towards the end of the year. So if you showed all summer and you acquire points at every show that you showed at, and then we give a year-end award to whoever has the most points in each class, division, that sort of thing. So we give really nice awards at the end of the year too.
Could you give examples of what some of the awards were this past year?
Some people got winter blankets. Some people got leather monogrammed halters. My mother and I, we got a set of nice wood director's chairs and that sort of thing. Really, whatever you want. Our awards committee does a pretty good job of getting you whatever you would like.
So then if we did have people that watch this after this recording after, is there a contact that they could email you if they have any questions, or if you would like them to email me, they can do that?
If you go to the NebraskaPaintHorseClub.org website, there is a contact form that you can fill out that people will, that you can just put your email in and they'll get right back to you. But you can always look me up on Facebook. It's Kari, Kari, and my last name is Reeg, Reeg. And so you can, I don't know that there's more than one on Facebook. I think I'm the only one. But also you can email me at Kari.Reeg, the number 4 at gmail.com.
Perfect. Well, thank you for getting on and telling us more about the Nebraska Paint Horse Club here. Let me pause. Okay. Yeah. And we hope to maybe see more people interested in the association and maybe not see it so as daunting as, just going to big old regular old open shows. So maybe if you guys do get some questions, I hope they can get those answered and maybe get some more membership in your guys' club.
Yeah, that would be great.
Okay.
Thanks